Hey guys, how's it going? FullMetal Alchemist, star Milos movie. Let's get this started, man. You guys have been requesting this quite a bit, so let's get this started. So I'm playing a bit with the audio levels, and of course we're still trying out the new layout. Please give me your opinion. Is it better like this or the previous layout I was using in my other videos? So yeah, I've heard really mixed opinions about this movie. I'm not going to try and be biased in any way, of course. I've heard lots of people say compared to the other movie and the actual series itself, it's pretty bad.
One is all, and all is one.
But I always like to keep an open mind, of course, and watch these things till the end. If I can watch through M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender, I can definitely watch this without a problem. So
all things in this world are connected.
yeah, and to all the new people, sorry, this is a commentary I'm gonna be talking throughout the video. I'll be paying attention, of course, but I'll be mentioning things here and there, probably all the time. But yeah, if you want to watch the original movie, go watch the original movie.
You'll find a true nightmare. This way.
The research facility has been prepared for your arrival. Welcome to your new home in Crikey. Lieutenant Atlas, Sergeant Raoul, meet the doctors Crichton and their kids. They are in your charge now.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going, Mom?
Oh, I might be blinking a lot because I just put contacts into my eyes, so
We have to go to a
just so
new
you
home
not think,
I'm
just
so
so you don't
sorry.
get the idea that I'm
Someday
tired or
you
anything
and
like
your
that.
brother will understand, my little one.
That kid reminds me of that one guy from the irregular high school, whatever, the irregular magic high school.
Close your eyes,
Whoa,
Julia.
it's one hell of a massacre, dude.
What is it? Something wrong?
Oh, I had a bad dream, that's all.
You'd be more comfortable sleeping in your bed, you know.
Yeah, I know. Hey, are you reading those complicated books again?
I know the voice actress.
Mom and Dad's research notes. Yes. Don't tell them.
You understand enough about their alchemy to read that?
Yes, I do. And someday I'll teach it to you, Julia. Mom and Dad have been working on some pretty amazing stuff. It's incredible.
I know. They were looking into the great power, weren't they?
More than just that.
Huh?
The great truth underlying our world.
Okay,
That sounds really
let's see.
important.
Yeah. We can decode it, and then we'll use it to create a world that nobody has ever seen before. I don't remember this page.
What's that? It's scary. What's wrong?
It's getting late. You should go on to bed.
It's Nina.
I'm gonna go see what it is. You wait here.
Her dad's doing the thing. Oh, dude. I'm gonna get flamed so hard in the comments. We know where that screams from, guys. She'll end up in, like, the worst place ever. Or maybe she's Tucker's first subject. Yo. It ain't Scar, though, right? No. No. We would have seen some guts blown
Get out of
somewhere.
here! Hooray!
They're celebrating their death. That one guy with like 2 mugs, dude. He's a savage, dude. The real MVP of the movie. Is this the infamous Lab 5 or some other place of some sort? I'm just checking to see everything's right because, you know, I tend to always screw up recording somehow. Yeah. Who is this? I don't recognize this person.
Rise and shine! Happy Harvest Festival!
Don't scare me like that, Al!
Sorry, here's your sandwich. They gave me these poppers when I bought it.
Yo, if anyone comments how many books there was right there, you deserve MVP Medal of the Year.
That wasn't me.
For those who don't know what MVP is, it's most valuable player. It's a game
That doesn't
term.
look like festival fireworks. Let's check it out, Al.
No, it's Festival Clouds. Looks like the pyrotechnics screw up their job.
That guy's evil. He's some kind of monster, I tell you.
You're in quite a hurry. What's the big rush? On your way to a party for Harvest Festival? Strange wardrobe choice, if so.
Look out, Ed! He's an alchemist!
Yeah, I picked up on that one too. Not too shabby.
Brother!
Shocks don't work on the metal one, huh?
Hold it!
Fancy moves?
Seen that before?
Are you okay?
Fine, get him.
But Ed!
There's no point in resisting.
What'd you say to me?
Stay calm
Do
now.
you even have the first clue who you're talking to here?
I didn't realize you were a state alchemist, sir.
Damn, it must be really cool to be a state alchemist.
He's got a leg made out of auto mail. An arm as well.
That means you're...
Yeah, it's me, all right.
No, no. They're gonna say it's Alphonse who's freaking the FullMetal. It happens all the time.
The one and only FullMetal Alchemist.
Nope. Really? Aw, dude. I was really hoping for that to happen though. Because they always call Alphonse the FullMetal Alchemist because full body of metal. But these are the first people that figured it out.
an alchemist? In with the general population?
Yes, sir. Word is he bit his fingers and used the blood to draw transmutation circles.
A fine day for prison security, huh?
The military police have closed off all the main roads, but the convict still hasn't been sighted yet.
All right then, Lieutenant. And my car?
It's ready for you, sir.
Yo!
Hey, Colonel Mustang, how are you?
Lovely. What are they doing here?
They're eyewitnesses, Colonel. The Elric brothers apparently had some contact with the fugitive.
Sorry.
He really did a number on this place.
His name is Melvin Voyager, age 26. 4.5 years ago, he was given a 5-year sentence for burglary and assault, which he was serving here.
4.5 years into a 5-year bid?
Yes, it doesn't make sense. He was up for parole in another 2 months.
A couple more months and he would have been free anyway.
Most patient guy in the world.
What was that bastard doing in Gin Pop? He should have been kept in solitary. Ah!
As far as I'm aware, there was no one at the prison who knew the man was an alchemist. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it came from out of nowhere. We were just sitting around listening to the radio, and suddenly that psycho started biting at his fingers.
what was he doing before all that started?
Hmm.
Was there anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing. He was
Great,
reading the
everything
newspaper
works.
like he always did.
I just wanna. Okay, just making sure, 'cause sometimes it uses this
Hey,
mic
look,
instead.
There's a piece missing from this paper. The fire didn't do this, it was torn out.
An article from yesterday's Central Times, evening edition.
So this picture is what he tore out then?
Julia Crichton.
It says a group of illegal immigrants from Creta have been arrested in Table City. Huh.
Table City. You heard of this place, Al?
Seems like I've heard of it somewhere.
It's a town on the western edge of Amestris, along the border with Creta.
Okay, okay. I know a bit of the geography now because, you know, I've watched the 2003 version Brotherhood. So now looking at these maps, I'm sort of familiar with some of these things.
What's this? Looks like a balloon.
Lieutenant, contact the MPs in Table City.
Sir.
I still don't understand why he sat in prison up till yesterday.
It's got me confused too. With his power...
At this point, although it's been a long time since I've watched the 2003 version, so like, I remember most of the big details, but in terms of pacing, the movie kind of, well, I mean, it's a movie, it's not a series, right? So I think the pacing and like how things are being done in terms of speed and like how things are done are a bit different. It's hard to explain. Maybe you guys might understand what I'm trying to say. This feels kind of like a sort of slow pace. I don't know, in terms of like the dialogue and how things are going. Maybe because just, you know, in the series they talk a lot faster, and even in the other movie there's lots of things going on because it picks up from the end of the 2003 movie, the Conqueror of Shambhala movie. So yeah, this is I'm kind of like whatever. I'll probably talk about it later. I feel it's a bit too early to still make that judgment nonetheless there. It's not necessarily bad.
We know nothing about.
There's something more to all this, that's for sure.
The express train bound for
Hurry up! The train's leaving!
But we don't have tickets!
Yeah, we'll deal with that later.
So if I remember, we saw that wolf before. Yeah, this sort of pacing kind of reminds me a lot of the 2003 version.
Who knows what sort of exciting stuff will be waiting when we get there. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for. There's just gotta be some way for us to get our bodies back.
I hope you're right, brother.
Who's this guy? That sure ain't the Melvin I knew, I can tell you that much at least.
Yes, that's correct, sir. Everybody
Mustangs
tells us
boys.
that 9 years ago he said he was going to look for work in Central City, and after that he just disappeared. No family to speak of.
I'm also curious.
Hard for someone to steal his identity.
I'll stop doing this. I'm curious as to like what point of the timeline this movie's taking place in. Is it just like sort of a miniature alternate universe, alternate storyline, or is it something that's part of the story, just like not necessarily in between episodes, but you get what I'm saying? I mean, I might have missed a few details that might have pointed towards that in the beginning, but
Look out the window. It's
anyways, I'll stop
amazing.
pausing.
Wow, that's awesome.
Everything's good? Yeah.
And there,
I'm just gonna.
in front of that mountain.
Yeah, I see it. It's Table City, huh?
What an odd-looking town.
Would all passengers please get out your entry permits for inspection?
He wants to see permits. What do we do?
Border towns are so annoying. Why do they care? We're not even going into Creta.
And what might be your business in the city?
A new addition to the family, sir. My daughter just had a baby.
Oh, you must be so happy. Congratulations!
Pretty spry for a couple old folks. Zero tolerance around here.
They were Crichton's spies. Now, your permits?
Sorry, we don't have permits.
What?
So this'll just have to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were a state alchemist, sir.
A puny little brat like that's an Amestrian dog.
Your permit, please.
What now, man?
Stand down at once or I'll shoot! Forget it, I don't have time for this nonsense.
What crap, dude? Big bad wolf. He ain't happy.
He's a chimera?
Why here?
A monster!
I have no business with you people.
Let's find out what he's doing here.
We've got a monster on board!
Come on!
Stop the train now!
Huh? What's that?
Emergency stop!
Sorry guys, it's too early for the brakes.
Ow! Stop this train somehow! You traveling alone, Mr. Chimera?
You have automail. I guess that makes you the FullMetal Alchemist.
Man, it's really rough being famous. Now, what are you doing here?
Okay, okay.
What the hell?
It's like ODM gear, but slightly different. Okay, seriously, dude.
Great, more trouble.
What's going on? How's it coming?
I'm on it! This is the boiler, the pressure gauge, the cylinders, and the brake.
What are you doing down there, Al?
Now I wonder what these guys are up to. Popping out of nowhere, and now we get to see what they're doing.
They're here! They're brought back!
Wow, and I thought they were maybe good guys.
We have an emergency! Stop the train!
What the hell?
Identify yourself! Stay out of my way. He's an alchemist!
Come on, we're here to rescue you.
They've set a trap? Great, more people getting in my way.
The prisoner!
I found you.
How kind of you to come and greet me!
Long time no see. I've been waiting for this.
circles like that? The station, not good.
Guess we'll have to finish this another time.
If I don't do something quickly, we'll all be dead. What's up?
It's the brakes!
Do whatever you have to do to stop this thing!
This guy's riding in the back. Carpooling, or should I say train pooling, that's best. I mean, hey, that's better than just, you know, crashing in there, doing nothing.
It's him. Let's go.
The Black Bats are leaving Table City Station. They're on the move, heading southwest.
Who are those guys anyway?
Look, over there!
The man we believe to be the escaped prisoner appears to be heading in the same direction.
Watch out!
Everyone, get down! Hey, where are all the illegal immigrants being held? Come on, man, tell me!
Over there, the Western Dome, just past the Central Commons.
Come on!
The Black Bats are flying through the air over the Central Commons. We believe that they're heading for the Western Dome.
Damn it! We're out of control! Let's go!
Brother!
That bastard!
He's setting the inmates free. It's the girl from the newspaper!
Julia Crichton!
Interesting turn of events.
Whoa!
Julia! Miranda!
What's this? Is she with them?
I had enough of you.
That sure is unstable as hell.
You again?
Ow! Go after the girl!
Right! I'm on it!
Damn, Al, you got the moves. These guys have some solid alchemy, though. I'm not gonna lie. Man, these contacts are like. I might end up removing them at the end of this movie. Yo, this guy's going faster than Sonic.
Careful! Don't move too much. No!
Ow!
Dude, this guy's acting is pretty freaking insane, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you'd feel his sort of powers almost like... It feels a bit like the Crimson Alchemist, like, on the Philosopher's Stone level, like, just imagine, like, the potential this guy has.
Give the girl to us!
Who are you? Do you people have a death wish?
Fool, you're in no position to be making threats.
You're at the end of the line. This valley is our territory, stranger.
Now, do as we say. Hand her over.
Let go!
Don't struggle so much, Julia.
Who are you?
Don't move!
I just need to get my head.
He's hollow! Oh, he's a monster!
That guy with the, like, the hair in the background, dude.
I see. So you've dabbled in God's domain. So that's it. His soul is bonded to the armor. I also noticed that the other alchemist with you has been fitted with auto-male limbs. Your bodies were taken from you, to the other side.
And how would you know about such things?
Because of my parents. They were alchemic researchers. I can tell. Those two boys have seen the doorway of truth.
You're one too.
I got this transmutation circle from my father, and the other circle I inherited from my mother. You asked who I am? My name is Ashley Crichton.
Ashley? Is it really you, brother, after all of these years?
I'm so sorry, George.
And she wouldn't even recognize him.
On your own for so long. Can you ever forgive me?
Damn it. I can't tell what's going on down there.
You're the FullMetal Alchemist, are you not? Colonel Mustang informed me about you and your brother. Nice to meet you. I'm Major Peter Soyuz in charge of this city.
He reminds me of what's his name again?
Into the valley?
Are you
That one guy who snitches.
The valley is part of Creta?
Death Canyon is a blighted wasteland where nobody need bother to set foot.
I get it. The balloon-looking place on the map. This valley surrounds it.
The valley floor is a filthy place. Nothing but a pile of rubbish, disease, and criminals.
Who were those people earlier? The flying ones?
Members of a terrorist organization plotting to overthrow Table City. As you might guess from their costumes, they call themselves the Black Bats.
One more thing, Major. Was it you who put out the false information about the immigrants being escorted here?
A shame that went sideways. We were so close to rounding them all up. I'd be very interested to know why that escaped alchemist came looking for a girl.
Nothing you need to worry about. I'm sure the Colonel's looking into it.
Almost only half an hour done. It's actually a pretty long movie.
You'll want to be careful down there. And watch out for the Crichton secret
Interesting
police,
alchemy.
Too.
I'll be sure to give him your best.
What's that? Did he come from a mistress?
Wow.
It's Julia.
Goodness, you're safe. I can't tell you how glad I am to be back home. I'm sorry I had you all so worried. Everything's okay now. So now that you're back, does that mean that you'll be giving us lessons again? Wait just a little longer. We'll start again real soon.
Mount Poros and the Hill of Milos. A long time ago, this area was the Holy Land of the Milosians. Yes, come in.
Hello, Colonel.
Winry.
I'm sorry.
I was literally about to ask when are we gonna see Winry.
This is no place for civilians to wander about.
I just came to check up on Ed's automail. He said that his right arm's been feeling numb, but I haven't been able to find him or Al.
Yeah, he's gone.
Maybe they'd be doing something here with
Like,
you,
far
Colonel.
away.
You know Ed doesn't have many friends.
I wouldn't exactly consider myself one of his friends. And anyway, he seemed fine the last time I saw him.
Huh? Really?
Colonel. Oh, hi there, Winry.
Hi, sorry for the intrusion.
Yes, Lieutenant. Is there a problem?
We've received an urgent report, sir. An express train headed from Central wrecked at Table City Station.
That idiot.
Has Edward done something stupid again?
Colonel,
Urgent news. We've received a request from
That
Crichton.
wink, though.
Apparently there's a criminal they want us to turn over.
And who is this criminal?
One of the immigrants arrested in Table City. Crichton officials say she's someone from their watch list.
And her name?
Julia Crichton, a 16-year-old girl.
A cave hideout, huh? That's pretty cool.
I'm so sorry. This is a horrible way to repay you for your help.
Don't worry about me. I'm glad you got to see your brother again.
I don't get it. What does Miranda want with this?
Dude, this guy's head. I've seen some pretty oval-shaped heads, but they don't compare to this. They don't.
Monster anyway.
Tony, don't say that! I hope that you can excuse his manners. It's just that many of the people down here don't understand about God's domain.
It's okay. I've gotten pretty used to it.
Well, sir,
It's Alphonse. Alphonse Elric.
Your name's Elric? You mean like the Elric brothers from Amestris?
Wait, you mean you've heard of us?
Sure, of course I've heard of you before. You've studied all kinds of alchemy, right?
Yeah.
Tell me something. What Ashley said about you and your brother violating the taboo. Is it true?
Why do you want to know about that?
My parents were researching a special kind of alchemy. One that was based on mythology. According to their studies, a person who could open the doorway of truth would be able to freely control the power of the land. You see, they combined alchemy with an ancient Milosian myth.
What myth is that?
It is said that a great force flows through the ground. The force is called magma. According to legend, it can be drawn up and its energy harnessed, granting the wielder great power. That's why I'm asking you. Because if you and your brother broke the taboo and performed human transmutation, then you too must have seen the doorway of truth.
That's not what we wanted. All we cared about was seeing our mother again.
Yep, the depressing scene. I can't. That guy's face.
Don't do it, Julia. You've seen what's happened to us. That is the reward for violating the taboo.
What we want is to get our homeland back. Without the great power, it won't happen. But I appreciate your candor. Thanks, Alphonse. I'll get you out of here just as soon as I can. Hang on for a little
You
while.
better, like, come on, man. Like, that's how you repay him? Meanwhile, what Edward Elric's doing.
How rude, dumping all your crap in your neighbor's country.
My name is Miranda. Julia's told me all about her big brother. Never thought I would see you in person, though. You can do some incredible alchemy, I'll give you that.
The name Black Bat suits you people. What is it you do after all? Flutter between Creta and Amestris, running raids, but essentially accomplishing nothing.
Watch your mouth!
Alan! Yes, as it stands now, we're mere bats clinging to our cave because there is nothing else we can do. What we're looking for is something to change that, to give us strength. We want to use the power you have, to take back our Holy Land.
Okay, he answered my questions. Can we please let him go now?
What did he tell you?
It was just like you said, brother. They really did it. They tried human transmutation. They wanted to bring back their late mother.
This means that Dr. Crichton's research was accurate. The doorway of truth actually exists.
Yes, that may be. But we all saw what happened to Alphonse as a result of it. He lost his body because of what he tried. Seeking the door is dangerous.
I know that. But how else will we get the power we need?
A foolish idea. Meddling in the mysteries of God's domain.
Don't judge them! I would have tried the exact same thing! I would have done anything if it meant bringing Mom and Dad back
Julia! You saw their bodies. Do you want to meet the same fate that they did?
No, of course not. But I do want Milos to be a nation at peace again. Don't you want that too, Ashley?
Have you forgotten what things were like, Julia? The people of the Valley Floor rejected our family. They called us traitors and spat on us in the streets. Because of their ignorance and misguided hatred, we had to abandon our home and relocate to Creta.
I remember. It happened to me too. But Ashley, after all that, after we gave up our home for safety, Mom and Dad were still killed. If we were so safe, why'd they die?
I kind of feel a bit iffy about this dialogue. I felt like some of the dialogue in this, they could have not, maybe cut it out, but they could have definitely shortened it, because like constant like back and forth talk. I mean, I know they're trying to give us information, and obviously the characters like opinions, and we get like a bit more information on like different characters and like their different like ways of thinking and their personalities. Like this, so it kind of shows us their goals and like their own motives. But had I been the creator, I probably would have worded like things like a lot more differently. When I was talking about pacing before, this is like, I think, a really good example.
Our parents were brutally murdered by wolf chimeras, sent by the Crichton military. It was like something out of a nightmare. When I discovered them, one of their attackers was still there. He had torn the laboratory apart, looking for something. But he hadn't found it. What he was searching for was the very thing I was holding. Our parents' handwritten research notes. I picked up Julia and ran as fast as I could, trying to reach safety. But the wolf chimera's heightened senses allowed them to track us easily. When I knew for certain that I couldn't get away, I hid Julia behind a tree and ran for the cliff. There, I was surrounded by the Crichton military. I fell to the valley floor.
And you see that, like, this, I think, is another prime example of what I was talking about before. Like I said, commentary, I'm going to keep on pausing and talking, like, over the people. Still paying attention, of course, but pacing and the storytelling is a lot different from the show I know and watch. I mean, I know the movie is separate from everything else, but that's another thing of criticism I had to point out.
But they continued following me relentlessly. After I knew all of our parents' alchemy research by heart, I decided to commit a crime. I'd disappear into the giant prison system of a Mistress. They wouldn't find me in there. At last, I'd be safe.
If you disagree with me, tell me in the comments below.
Waited, and just when I was planning to rescue you, I saw this. You were supposed to be in Creta, but there you were, arrested for illegally entering a Mistress. So, I figured the Valley Dwellers must be using you for one of their plots.
It isn't like that at all! Listen, I was taken in by the Crichton military. They interrogated me, asking all kinds of questions. Soon it became clear that I didn't know anything. They dumped me in the valley, just another piece of trash. The people here helped me. They took me in, and because of them, I survived. Do you see now? They aren't using me. I'm working with them because we all want the same things. They're my family too. How can you hate them so much? These people were our friends, remember?
The past isn't really something that I want to remember. So you're after the Holy Land, and its alchemy too, I guess.
That's nothing more than a stepping stone to greater things. We're bending all our will toward one objective. We want independence for Milos. With our current strength and numbers, we have no hope of winning against Creta or a Mistress. That leaves us two paths to choose from. Either we gain access to the doorway of truth by violating the taboo, or we take back the alchemy of the Holy Land. We must do one of these things to gain the power we seek. The power to control the ancient river of magma hidden within the ground. In other words, we need a trump card. Now tell us what the professor uncovered.
Creta's after the very same secret you are. They're planning something, and it's going to be big.
Interesting stuff. All the politics and stuff.
What's with them? Hey! Bastard. Is he telling me not to come back? Oh well, who needs him?
Conveniently does that after like 10 minutes. Like the moment he lands, oh okay, I think he landed. I'm gonna pull this
I
up.
really hope he's not being used for scrap. I'm guessing there are more of you out there. Just take me to whoever's in charge of this dump.
The fugitive is in the valley?
Yes. He landed down there along with a girl following the breakout.
And you're certain it was Julia Crichton?
She matches the girl in the photo.
What a complete fiasco. So, do you think the Crichtons are going to believe this?
Why wouldn't they, sir? It's the truth.
What is FullMetal up to?
He went down to the valley floor as well. He said something about helping out his brother.
Just perfect.
Arrogant fool.
Let me guess. Something's happened to them. All right then. I'll need to know where this Table City is.
I don't get how you guys live down here. This place is miserable.
So you're friends with that guy in the armor?
Yeah, something like that.
And you're an Amestrian dog?
Yeah, well, that's a long story.
We are going to reclaim the Holy Land.
Holy Land? What, you mean Table City?
Its true name is the Hill of Milos. Combined with Mount Poros on the Crichton side, this is the land we Melosians have inhabited for 3,000 years. It belongs to us.
So how did you let your great Holy Land get away from you?
Do you know nothing of history? Creta annexed Milos by force. You Amestrians came along offering help, saying we could trust you. So much for that. When your Amestrian military arrived, the valley became a battleground. Instead of helping us, you stole our sacred hill. My parents died in the fighting. Collateral damage.
For crying out loud, I wish I never would have asked.
Come on, can't you give me more than that?
No.
Hey, Pedro! Is it true what they're saying? Is our Julia back?
Yeah, that's what all the commotion was about.
Yes, what is it? Hmm? Oh, what magnificent work!
There you go. There you go. This man, he's a man of manliness. He knows the art of automail and the work Winry puts into his arm. So good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Please, the name's Gonzalez. I have to know, boy. Who made this arm? Where's it from?
Huh? No one you know. An old friend of mine. Hey, what gives?
Oh.
Oh, I get it. You're an automail engineer, huh?
Old man gone. I'm still here, you know.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm gonna reconnect the nerve, so hold him down nice and tight. All right, then, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go!
Jeez, Gramps, not one for a gentle touch, are you?
Then maybe he'll be more careful from now on. Take it easy or he'll break for good. Pay me whenever you have the money to.
Thanks, old man gone.
You have a lot of patience for a small operation like this.
More cave-ins means more patience than I'd like.
Cave-ins?
The Crichtons are building themselves a big geothermal power station up a ways. They're making our people work it like slaves, paying next to nothing in wages.
Is that it over there?
Yeah, there's a volcano in there that they want to tap for energy.
Creta on one side, Amestris on the other, both struggling for power, and the valley gets caught in the middle. That girl Julia climbed all the way up before she was caught?
She's a warrior, that one. It takes more than some cliffs to scare her. The secret police are here.
What?
Quick, Pedro, over here!
You take care, okay, Gramps?
And you take care of that automail of yours.
Right.
Or just kidnap Winry. She'll teach you everything she knows. Is our friend coming back?
It's like an apartment complex built into a cliff.
Come on, let's get moving.
I can smell you.
What was that?
Someone was climbing up the cliff. The Amestrians shot him. If you climb up even a little ways, they consider it crossing the border illegally. They don't stop to ask questions.
That bastard again. Whew, that was close, huh? Hey. Hey, Pedro! Long live Milos.
Wow, dude. He just got, like...
I see you've been studying.
Like...
I collect them little by little. Every
destroyed.
time I sneak into Creta or a
Like, from 100 to 0. Or 0 to 0.
But unfortunately, there's very little alchemy in any of them that I've been able to use.
You really take after Mom, you know that?
I suppose. And of course, you're the spitting image of Dad.
You think so?
Scars. Your life hasn't been too easy, has it?
Not quite.
Hold out your hands.
Huh?
Come on.
Okay.
She's gonna take away his alchemy and use it for herself. That's what I do in her place.
They're gone. How did you...
I learned it from friends down here. I still can't really use the kind of alchemy that Mom and Dad studied, but I can do this much at least. I guess that's better than nothing.
I'm sorry. It's been hard for you, too.
Hey, look at this. Do you remember it?
Hmm.
You made it for me years ago, and I always keep it with me.
Now they're matching.
Here.
No, I have this one, so you should wear the other one. Hey! Come on, just wear it, Ashley, please!
I was dead set on us each wearing one.
It seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But now you're back in my life, and I'm happy you are. So maybe, once we've claimed back our land, we could live here together just like we used to.
Someone's here!
It's a monster!
Jesus.
What's that?
Oh, now it's time for him to break out. It's gonna be effortless, of course, for him.
Get back here!
He was just staying inside to be nice.
Pedro was a good man, and you murdered him! You're gonna pay! The fugitive punk! Brother! Now, you're in
He has a name now. The Fugitive Punk.
one piece!
Oh, you came back to me. That was nice of you. I'll make it easy. If you come along quietly, no one else here will get hurt, okay?
We found him. The valley, a large cave to the west. Release the next chimeras.
Sir!
This is gonna get interesting quite quickly.
But I suppose you don't really care. They aren't your people anyway, are they?
Alphonse! Just Alice, fine.
Now this is the action I think everyone's been waiting for.
What the heck is that thing?
It looks like a wolf chimera to me.
Yeah. He's in league with the ones who killed our parents.
He said something about following a scent here, which means if you stay, they'll probably send more of these.
Convincing this guy to help us just isn't worth it anymore. It's way too dangerous.
I'm more than happy to leave any time, but Julia will be coming with me.
Ashley, I'm staying here with them.
What can these people possibly do for you?
It's not what they can do for me. It's what we can do together.
Are you kidding me?
We can't use the doorway. It's too dangerous. So we must go after the power of the Holy Land. Once we have that, then nobody can defeat us. So that's it. If we want freedom, we need the Sanguine Star.
Sanguine Star? What's that?
Another attack! There are two more of them coming this way!
See, I told you this would happen.
All right, further in.
Yo, they gotta make at least like one pipsqueak joke. Or Ed being small.
Everyone, dive in!
What?
Oh, I want to see them get destroyed.
The scent stops here.
He got away.
He was able to cover his scent using an underground
What's up with this guy too?
What's more, it seems, he truly has.
Is he supposed to be some sort of like Vilgax or some dude that came out of like Killzone?
Excavation is complete, sir.
Good. On to the next stage.
Sir.
This is amazing. I've never seen an underground lake like this.
I wish I knew of some way to thank you. You've helped me out of a tight spot again.
Don't worry about it. We have our own reasons for being here too. We're trying to get our bodies back. We've looked into all kinds of alchemy, hoping to find something that will show us how it can be done.
So would that even be possible? Restoring something lost to the other side?
We're sure there's got to be a way. We lost our bodies because of our own foolishness and pride, and we're going to get them back using our own strength. That's the promise we've made to ourselves.
Oh. I have to admit I'm a little jealous. Of the way you and your brother connect, I mean. You seem really close.
Wait up! You guys are leaving me behind!
You can't really blame him. Automail doesn't make for easy swimming.
Julia!
He's
Ahead, okay?
Okay.
and she's all alone.
I wonder what it's like to share a common goal with your brother.
Your base extends all the way back here?
Yes. There's an opening just ahead.
What's this place?
A tomb. It used to be a thriving city. Hundreds of thousands of Milosians lived here.
Hard to believe this used to be a thriving anything.
Whoa.
That was 400 years
That
ago.
got dark really
Then
quickly.
the Crichtons came. They forced our ancestors down to the floor of the valley. They wanted the Stone of Immortality for themselves.
Sounds familiar, huh?
The stone. Is it bright red?
You know of it?
By
Philosopher's
a
Stone.
different name. We call it the Philosopher's Stone.
I've never heard it called that. You have to tell us more. Come this way.
Allow me to offer my renewed gratitude.
Come
The two
this
of you
way.
have
But
helped
they were
save
already
Julia
following you,
twice
man.
now. You have my thanks.
Where are we?
Whoa.
The innermost area of our base. We call this the Requiem Room.
Why Requiem?
It's a place of repose for the spirits, for our people, the ones who first dug up the valley and those who have since fallen in battle.
Dug up the valley? I mean, it's man-made?
The valley around the Holy Land wasn't nearly this deep generations ago. Our ancestors founded a nation, setting apart this hill as a holy land in order to honor Poros, the mountain of God. At the time, a legend arose that said a stone of immortality was buried somewhere around the hill.
I wonder what these guys are doing in the
Down
right
here,
corner.
our people call it the Sanguine Star. When the Cretans learned of the legend, they launched an all-out invasion. They overran our tiny nation and spent the next 300 years relentlessly scouring the area in search of the Stone of Immortality. The result was the valley as you see it now. They took our homes and made us work like slaves, digging ever deeper, looking for any sign of the stones they believed were hidden throughout the valley. When their army finally
It must be
left,
that valuable.
all that remained of Milos was this hole in the ground and the ruins created by Crichton greed. Since that time, they have ruled over us from the cliffs. When Amestris invaded, the Cretans didn't use their own soldiers to form the front lines. That position was given to Melosians, and many lives were lost. The names of those who died during that conflict are engraved here in a place of honor. Even after the battle
That
was
must have
over,
taken
we were
some time
forced
to put all those
remain in
names
the
there.
valley. A human shield for the border. There are no records of even a single star being recovered and returned to Creta. So we can only assume that they still lie somewhere within the Holy Land. We must make their power our own.
This
That's what
relief
you were
is a
doing.
schematic diagram created by alchemists to locate the Sanguine Stars. Alchemists aided the Crichton takeover. This diagram gave Creta the incentive to drive us from our lands. So the Valley people hate alchemy. For them, it is a painful reminder of a horrid period in their past. That's why alchemical researchers, like my parents, were despised by everyone else. But even so, dwelling on the past will accomplish nothing for us. If we're going to claw our way out of this valley, we must look to the future. We must fight together for what is ours. But to do that, we need greater strength. The strength of alchemy. And also, the enduring power of the Holy Land.
Julia, you have to listen to me. If this Sanguine Star is the same thing known in Amestris as the Philosopher's Stone, then the ingredients for it...
The ingredients for it are human lives.
There you go. Something that's a bit interesting that's catching my attention now. I mean, everything else was catching my attention. I mean, like, their storytelling right now, right? They're kind of like giving us background information, a bunch of other stuff, you know, here and there. Characters' backstories, you know. Some of the storytelling, I'd say it's a bit off, a bit, not necessarily too much filler, but I mean, it's a movie, man. You gotta have a creative way of building up to the conclusion, having everything make sense, and you know, some movies of animes or like live actions, or same thing with movies, they're either completely apart from the series or they use the background from the series, like the history and like the physics, and apply to that movie, right? So this is the same exact thing, you know. It's the world of Amestris and all that stuff there, whatever. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like so they're doing like a bunch of like storytelling here and there, but now we're going to, I think, maybe the interesting part. But yeah, so human lives, Philosopher's Stone. I mean, they mentioned it throughout the series. Funny thing is, I heard some people talking in the comments like, oh yeah, if you don't know what Philosopher's Stone are made of, watch this movie. But like, why didn't you know that if you like actually watch the series itself? I don't know, but yeah.
Human lives.
Now they know.
Yes. Immortality is created from cruelty, from combining many finite lives and transmuting them. It's no Philosopher's Stone. It's the stone of a greedy fool stained with blood.
It can't be. That's the power.
That's why our parents wanted to keep the research from the hands of the Crichton military. The legends of the Melosians are stained with blood and cruelty.
It's really true. What now? We could never use something like that. All of our struggling, and it's come to nothing.
Vatanen!
That's not true. Our work is not in vain, Julia. Take a moment to look at the people around you. We're all willing to risk our lives. There's nothing we wouldn't sacrifice for freedom. If all this is true, if the Sanguine Stars really do require human blood, They can have ours. I am more than happy to give my life to secure our nation's future.
What are you saying? You mean you'd offer up the lives of everyone here?
Ashley, I know I haven't said it, but I'm glad to have you back in the valley.
You've got some nerve spewing pleasantries at me.
Indeed, I know. We owe you a sincere apology for the way we treated you and your family in the past. Even so, we have to ask. Please stay here, together with Julia, and help us in our struggle.
Do you have any idea how much blood you're about to spill? And to what end?
It's true. There has already been a great deal of blood shed, but not a single drop of it was wasted. Ashley, don't you see? There are some things a man would prefer to give his life for rather than live without.
Well, Julia?
And another thing, the criticism and all the criticizing stuff I'm going to be doing, I think it might be better off if I do a separate video or do it more towards the end of the movie, because all this stuff's off the top of my head. And like some of these things I might end up correcting myself like later on. So some stuff I may end up being wrong.
To sacrifice other people's lives in order to make your dreams come true? Is that your idea of happiness?
I understand what you're saying. But what are we supposed to do when there's no other path open to us?
Please, Julia.
You live in a powerful, prosperous country. You don't fear for your lives every day. You don't wake each morning wondering if it's your last. We don't have that luxury.
We live in terror in an impoverished valley bordered by two countries fighting for each other's alchemy. This is not the life we deserve. We want an independent Melosian nation, and so we must retake the Holy Land and its power. But I thank you for the information that you provided.
You'll do what you will. I know, but that still doesn't mean we have to approve. I only wish you'd see how wrong it all is. Let's get out of here, Al.
Brother.
Oh, Al's feeling a bit of regret.
Let them run away. What can they do? They'll be no use to us in finding a star. You win, Julia. I've decided to help. Your dream will come true.
Damn, dude.
We're going to take back
The cool brother is gonna help out his sister.
in the valley together.
Really?
Together?
Holy Land, please.
Incest is incest. That's the saying.
Their land first. Don't they have a right to get it back?
And kill themselves in the process? It sounds counterproductive to me. They're taking it too far. Whatever the case, we need to get a look at this alchemy they're talking about with our own eyes.
Hey, kid.
Old man gone.
If you've a mind to, you could offer some flowers for the dead. I heard he was killed by some kind of Crichton monster. At least we recovered him. This way we can give him a proper send-off like he deserves.
I was standing right next to him. I'm sorry.
Hey, look at those two newcomers. Aren't they Amestrians?
What the hell do you two think you're doing here at a time like this? Yeah, leave!
Pipe down! These two are different, I'm telling you. It's a tough time. I'm sorry. These are folks who died today. Tia got hurt while she was picking through the garbage. Anita died in childbirth, along with her baby, I'm afraid. And Lucio down there was shot like a dog when he set his hand on the border cliff.
Ouch.
How horrible. They were all so young.
These things happen every day here. Isn't that right, Pedro? You knew how it was and you were fighting to do something about it. Yes.
You know, with considering that apparently they say this happens like daily, I guess they're pretty used to seeing the fire. Like from far away, you're gonna see smoke and you're like, oh, another person died today. Well, who is it? That kind of sounds dark, but whatever.
Could you?
Another person gone.
Could you give this to Julia for me? Tia and I made it for her together. It's for good luck.
It's pretty, Karina. Don't worry. I'll see that she gets it.
Thank you so much.
Look at that, Ed. The valley's already pitch black. The Melosians have spent a long time looking up at the sunlight from down on the dim valley floor.
Yeah.
And the way things are going, they'll see blood flow again before long. Alchemy doesn't solve every problem. You can't go relying on some great power to do it all.
Let's go.
What's gonna happen now?
I don't get it.
What was that, sir?
Roy Mustang.
Somebody was after the famed
Okay,
Melvin
and I think it's
Voyager.
Winry right there, if I'm not
My
mistaken.
first guess would be the Crichtons.
So he got tired of his life on the run and checked into a prison where he figured he'd be safe.
But why stay almost 5 years? The man's an alchemist.
That sounds freaky, huh? Touching my
Broken
eye.
out whenever he wanted to.
So you think there's some reason he needed to hide for 5 years?
That makes sense. A lot of things can happen in 5 years. I mean, 5 years ago, Ed, Al, and I were still just children leading our simple, quiet lives in Risenborn. We didn't know anything then. It's cruel sometimes that you can never go back to the past.
It can be cruel. Even so, dwelling on the past is a waste of time. The present moment belongs to the one who's brave enough to seize it.
Good quotes as
Let's
always,
hurry.
Roy Mustang.
Those kids do know something. We don't want them getting ahead.
Those brats don't know the first thing about the Holy Land secrets. I, on the other hand, know what Crichton was after. Here it is. As my father lay dying, he stripped off his skin and gave it to me. The path that leads to the Sanguine Stars is right here.
All right. Good enough for government work, anyway.
I'm all finished over here, too.
I think we should
Only
start
takes you
by
like
getting a
5
sense of the
seconds.
city as a whole.
What, like its layout?
Yeah, something's been bothering me.
The FullMetal brothers have returned to Table City.
Interesting, they came back here instead of returning to Central. That means they must have discovered something in the valley.
Okay, remember that diagram they had in their base?
Yeah?
And did you notice how it showed all those towers located above Table City?
Yeah, I remember.
Don't you think that's a little strange?
Uh-huh.
If it was supposed to be a map of the valley, why bother including the towers at all?
Good question.
And what's even more curious, there weren't any other buildings, just the towers. So if it's true that the people who made that diagram were creating some kind of instructions for finding a Philosopher's Stone,
Then you're thinking the towers must play a part in it somehow, right?
if I had to guess, I'd say they represent focal points. Look, these are the tower's positions as shown on the diagram. And these are the actual locations of the towers. See that? South of the access line of these towers?
There's one missing.
Something used to be there, but it's been destroyed.
And you think there's some meaning behind the missing tower?
Yeah, they were diverting power, trying to concentrate energy to another point. And that point would most likely be in this spot, right here.
This point here is our objective. That's where I want the decoy team to head first. Attack the Emestrian outpost on the opposite side.
I don't know why, but he reminds me of what's his name from Korra? Amon. I don't know why. He just does. Come on, like terrorist group.
Get them to focus their attention on you.
If anyone watched Korra, Legend of Korra, Avatar.
Roger.
Are you sure we should do this? The Elric brothers had a point. How many people will die?
We need the Sanguine Star's power, whatever the cost is. Come on now. You're the one who showed us the way. You started us on this path, remember? You're an alchemist by right, Julia. That gives you the power to use the star. I want you to remember that and be proud of who you are.
Yeah, I know.
Julia.
Why are you here, old man gone? It's dangerous!
Lucio and Tia, they're...
I see.
Karina gave me this at the burial today. She said it's a good luck charm that she and Tia made. You should have seen her little face. She wanted me to give it to you.
Thanks for this. I'll need it. I'm done with second guessing. I have to get my hands on the star. It's the only way. I have to protect our people.
Take care of yourself out there.
So now she's come to a firm
Is
decision.
that what I think it is?
Never expected to end up back at a church again. Looks pretty standard so far.
Is that supposed to be a reference to the show? Like the beginning of the 2003 version? I don't think it's in Brotherhood, is it? Where they go to the town. They have it in the first episode. First 2-3 episodes. I'm trying to remember. What's the name of it? You know, I remember there was Les there. And then the shapeshifter.
Hey, look!
And the whole false prophet thingamajiggy.
There's a breeze. So this is it.
The Crichton church was built to encircle a Melosian-era tower.
Well, what do you know, Al? We're standing in a gateway to the past.
The ultimate secret.
A Melosian town? What's it doing underground here?
This was Kratos doing.
Huh?
The Melosians must have transmuted the Sanguine Star here before the invasion. The Cratons found out, they took over Table City and covered up the entire town.
They didn't want anyone else to know the truth behind the myth.
But before they could figure out the riddle of how the stars were transmuted, the area was taken by Amestris. From the looks of it,
Amestris hasn't had any luck figuring out the secrets of this place either.
the church up above is nothing but a dummy to conceal the underground entrance. Are you ready? I think we're about to discover the secret of the Holy Land.
Interesting soundtrack. And now this is interesting.
Anything out of the ordinary, do you?
Not the first time they go. Not the first time they go to an underground town
Special reason,
or city.
though, doesn't it? Brother,
I think we just found the special reason.
it looks like a tomb.
Let's open her up. Ready?
Just for you, Ed.
There isn't anything in here.
Aw, I'm disappointed. And here I was, hoping the two of you might be able to unravel this room's mystery.
Huh? Soyuz!
I had that coffin specially built to deal with alchemists who were up to no good. Quite clever of me, don't you think?
Are you the one who's searching for the Philosopher's Stone?
It wasn't terribly difficult to guess that there was something special about this room. But since you two failed, I'll have to rely on the Melosian filth now.
You think a maggot like you will be able to use a Philosopher's Stone?
Oh, I'm not worried about that. The world is simply full of people who would do anything to get their grubby hands on one. I can charge whatever price I deem suitable.
Major, we've got trouble!
What is it?
There's been an explosion out near the Amestris mainland base.
Miranda and the others.
Such an impetuous bunch. We'll sit tight.
An explosion? Ooh. Well, we got either two choices. Multiple choice. A. Megamine from Konosuba. Or B. Roy Mustang. Or C. None of the above.
And let them come to us. Deal with those two first.
Yes, sir!
I'm starting to think I should have brought a whole division along.
Okay, so it's not him, I think.
I can just picture it. All those valley dwellers marching willingly off to their doom.
Colonel Herschel, everything is ready to go.
All personnel, evacuate at once. Repeat, all personnel.
Terrorists sighted flying over the fires on the opposite side.
It's a diversion. Ignore them and focus on your post.
Where did that sound come from?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna remove these contacts at the end of the movie. Like once I'm done recording.
It's just about time. It's up to you now, Miranda.
We're almost there.
You two will be long gone before the Melosian insurgents get here.
Can I ask you one question?
What is it?
Just out of curiosity, are there a lot of other underground rooms like this one around Table City?
Yeah, but too bad for you. If you'd been the ones to solve the city's secret, you would have lived to see them all. But that's not gonna happen.
Well, what do you know? That really is too bad for us, huh?
Such
Good
unnecessary
stuff, Al.
violence. I would have let you in. You didn't need to go setting all these fires to get an invitation.
Hey, you hear me, Slyball? I'm gonna come up there and clobber you! What are you doing down there? I told you to deal with them! Do not let them contact the Melosians!
Major, West Lookout Station number 4. We've received reports it's under attack.
Here they come.
The Black Bat's objective is beneath the church. Get the Alchemist brothers in custody before they arrive.
So now we know that wasn't the only room.
And we have to see every single one of them or we're never gonna solve this riddle! It's the Black Bats!
We're not going under? Julia!
Turn back! It's too risky! The city isn't safe!
Ed! Al!
Stop the attack! They've set up a trap to capture you!
Listen! The city is rigged, Julia! Your plan won't work!
You guys hurry and get to safety outside of the city. We're going ahead. We've come too far to just give up now. I'm truly sorry, but I thank you for the warning. If there are consequences, I'm ready to face them.
Hey!
Julia!
This is gonna get interesting.
Let's go, Al!
We've broken through the east lookout post. The rats have already infiltrated and will use this chance to set off their fireworks. We'll make our way through the city, flying as low as we can. Once we reach the central observation tower, we'll use the heat from the fires to ascend en masse and strike.
I don't understand. Why aren't they heading underground?
The second cordon has been breached. They're coming towards this tower now.
Why the hell aren't the ground forces doing anything?
The Black Bats have allies in the city. They're harrying our forces.
I see. So they want to immobilize my troops before heading underground. How very annoying.
Major, we need to leave. They'll take the stairwell first. We'll have no way out.
They're moving to attack that tower!
And maybe that's where the Sanguine Star's located. Time to go!
Major, go!
He's insane.
Forget about him. Let's move.
Of course he's insane, dude. Probably not as insane as Tucker, though.
Is this the place then?
Yeah.
Where do we
Nope.
find the route to the star?
It's over
No one
here.
beats Tucker. Huh.
Come take a look at this.
Okay, so what is it?
A speaking tube for delivering orders. There are many just like this one spread throughout the Holy Land. They are just used as speaking tubes now. But long ago they had another use. A much different one.
They were used for something else?
Yes. And that's the secret of the Holy Land.
What are you? What did you do to her? Are you crazy, Ashley?
Yo, dude. What? Yo, and that face she's giving him. And then she's like, yo, screw you, dog. And she's like, you son of a beach. And she got the blood pouring out of her. Reminds me of A from Parasite when like the blood's coming out. Just like, kind of like when you're opening a cork bottle or whatever, like of a wine bottle. Cork cap, whatever. Dude, I want to see that again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I just gotta.
For something else?
Yes. And that's the secret of the Holy Land.
What are you? What did you do to her? Are you crazy, Ashley?
Drink up. Gushers fruit flavored snacks.
What are you talking about?
See for yourself. All of these speaking tubes are connected together in a giant network that runs throughout the Holy Land. Any guesses what happens when a person's lifeblood flows through them? there you have it. The tower comes alive to collect every last drop. What we've activated is a three-dimensional transmutation circle drawn in human blood.
It can't be.
It's about time, Lieutenant Atlas. This has been a long 5 years in the making.
I know it has, Raoul. Thanks for waiting. You've done well watching over Julia.
I don't understand.
He's a former member of the Crichton military. Isn't that right, Sergeant?
We needed the star, you see. We wanted to establish our own country. One that would rival Amestris and Creta. Now we finally can.
Who are you?
Traitors.
As I said, you've done well, but now your work is finished.
But why?
Well, for your blood, of course. We haven't got enough yet to complete the transmutation circle.
Drink up, Julia.
Come, Julia. You remember me, don't you? I've been waiting for this day ever since I overheard your parents talking. Now, finally, my work is paying off.
blood wine smells good.
Is everything all right?
Who would guess that guarding some pathetic scientist's family from the valley floor would change my life so dramatically?
It was you. Security Chief Atlas. You lied to us every step of the way. I'll kill you!
So you do remember me? I decided I wanted to try my hand at alchemy. I figured to do that. I didn't enlist myself in the Crichton military. It got boring quickly, but lucky for me, I met your family. Your father was something else, a real piece of work. He branded both his children with the results of his alchemical research. You were still so young, a little girl in a tiny body. Your map was too small to overlay with Ashley's.
That sounds really
But
perverted.
after 5 years, you're all grown up.
What did you do to my brother?
I stripped his skin and transplanted the branded map onto myself.
And Ashley, did you kill him?
It's a little late in the game to be asking that now.
My brother! You killed him! How dare you!
I want to get a look at that map of yours. Let's see it glow brighter. Show me anger. Red hot anger. There, that's a good girl. At last. The two have been joined and the true map is complete.
This guy's crazy. Oh crap, dude. They're gonna die. I kinda feel bad for the soldiers, how they just like pointlessly die compared to like the main crew. You know, like people shooting bullets at them, they're gonna die, and somehow in and out, like all the bullets are missing them. Or like, you know, it's like, I don't know, man, maybe it's like anime logic. Like the main characters, whenever someone's shooting at them, the bullets miss them somehow. But when they're not the main characters, they get shot somehow.
That's the secret that my parents' research uncovered?
That's right. It's a map
But
showing
yeah.
the location of the sanguine star that is being transmuted as we speak. Now I have no more use for you. Almost none, anyway. I still
Almost
need your
none?
blood for the transmutation circles.
Get out of here!
You're alive!
But not for long.
Miranda!
Keep fighting for Milos.
Miranda!
You people are more trouble than I expected.
Yo, dude.
And just what the hell do you think you're
Knockout.
doing?
You brat.
I'm sorry, we're late.
Thank you.
Here, I thought you were a big shot alchemist, but you're nothing more than a lousy sneak thief.
Huh, I'm doing them a favor. A bunch of idealistic freedom fighters like these could never handle the star.
That's a pretty interesting design, cool architecture. Props to whoever built the whole tunnelway or whatever. I'm curious as to how all that blood got there. I don't know, looks like there's a lot. There's like, looks like there's like hundreds of liters of blood, but yeah. And just like that.
The star has finished transmuting.
What?
Dude, this guy's...
That's okay. Leave it to us.
His transmutations are absolutely freaking ridiculous. Look at them, dude!
The star is born. It's finally time to bury this loathsome valley forever. We're standing on the edge of a new world. All right, Graz, blow the tunnels.
Right. Initializing the explosion.
Wow.
What's going on?
That sound. What's happening down there? What is that?
Oh no.
Yep. That's not good. A bunch of people are gonna die now.
What the?
No, I don't understand. This wasn't anywhere in our plans.
Damn it! What do we do?
The Sanguine Star. We have to use it.
No, you can't do that!
What if that imposter uses it first?
That's where he's headed. You two go after him. I'll find some way to stop the lava.
How?
It's all right.
Damn, dude. Ow.
The valley is in your hands.
You got hurt, man.
I'll handle it. Go on.
It's him.
The Sanguine Star is mine. I can almost taste it already.
This guy's hunger is pretty ridiculous. I'm serious. Their alchemy is so ridiculously strong.
The star, finally. With this power, there will be no one to stop me.
Be so sure!
After all these years, it's mine.
Not yet! Julia!
One to go. Trouble staying on your feet? How about now? You're a clever
Damn,
one.
dude.
Now I've got you.
Dude, where's Roy Mustang? I want to see him.
Oh, do you?
Save Ed again.
Prepare to die.
Julia!
This is it. The Sanguine Star.
That star is mine. Give
Plot
it to
twist.
me.
She's the real bad guy.
Take it and run back up! Throw it into the lava! Hurry!
If I have its power, I can save the valley.
That's what makes it so compelling, man. Everyone falls for the trap. Power, revenge.
Don't swallow it! Star is gonna consume your soul! Oh no! Julia! Hey! Answer me!
Damn, dude. Top 10 anime betrayals.
Was rightfully mine. You will give the star back to me.
What the? What are you doing?
My father, my mother, my brother.
Damn, dude. This just turned into a fight of Dragon Ball Z. 10 episodes later. Yo, dude.
Stop it, Julia.
I don't know what's more scary, this or when the Crimson Alchemist had the Philosopher's Stone.
For this cave and its secrets, they wouldn't have had to die. They'd still be here with me.
The time has come.
What's that, Colonel?
From here on out, I'll handle this personally.
It has to hold. If it goes any further, it'll hit the village.
Woo, fireworks. We're still recording? Everything's all good?
What is going
Good.
on here? Can't Soyuz get it under control? A terrorist?
Colonel! She isn't the enemy!
It's FullMetal.
What is he doing here?
Wait here a sec.
FullMetal, what is the meaning of this? What's going on?
I'm gonna need your help, Colonel.
What happened?
Table City has finally fulfilled its purpose.
What purpose?
This place was designed to create a Philosopher's Stone.
What?
That's why the fugitive came here, to transmute one.
If he finds out, it's all over for me. So Colonel Mustang will be killed in the line of duty by a black bat.
Yo, dude. Hawkeye, dude. Saving your what do they call a waifu but for the boy name? Husbando. Yeah, there you go. Yo, dude. Good job, Hawkeye. Proud of you. Good stuff.
Take him into custody.
Yes, sir.
I must save them somehow.
What are you doing?
I'm going down to stop the lava.
Julia, get back here!
Colonel! Colonel!
Edward.
Julia! Is she insane?
Ed!
Henry!
Are you all right?
I kinda wrecked my arm. Sorry.
Oh, do you always have to be so reckless?
Ready? Ready!
Fix it midway the battle? Really? Like,
Hey, did you hear that?
at the climax of the action, she has to repair his arm.
Milos, men!
And this guy's still alive.
Can't do much. The gear is broken.
Don't you have a replacement?
I was only planning on making some adjustments.
We'll get one. Come on. Hold on. It's a long way down.
I ship him. As always.
I'm going too.
Colonel.
Yo, dude. Yo, they better go together. I want to see that.
Calmly, everyone. No rushing.
Oh. Hey, Gramps, I need a favor. I've wrecked my arm pretty bad.
What are you doing, you fool? The lava is closing in. You need to get yourself to shelter quickly.
Without a working arm, I won't be able to stop the lava.
Please, sir, if you could only lend me a few of your spare parts.
Oh? You're his automobile engineer?
Yo, he's about to interview her for the next, like, 2 weeks.
Please hold.
Call her, like, Winry Senpai.
Julia!
You can stand down. I'll take care
Dude,
of
her
the
makeup
lava.
job is,
You
like,
have the
completely
sacred
destroyed.
stone. You swallowed it, didn't you?
I should be able to draw upon the power of the Holy Land now.
It's him!
I found you. I'll take my star now.
No, you won't.
You should have given it back when I asked. Who are you?
That was an impressive job you did transmuting the star. You asked who I am. Don't you remember me, Atlas?
Can't be. Not you.
Yes. Before you peeled off my face, people knew me as Ashley Crichton.
My brother, Ashley?
There isn't a day goes by that I don't think about what you did to me. You stripped the skin from my face and under my arm. But I found the sanguine star that my parents had kept hidden for their research. By using its power, I was able to survive. You were supposed to protect us, Atlas. Instead, you murdered my parents.
Damn you! I've come so far!
You can
Damn,
apologize
dude.
to them in the afterlife.
Top 10 anime betrayals, part 2. Yo, this guy's eyeball is about to bust. Headshot.
Is it you? Are you really my older brother?
It's been so long, but yes, it's me.
Atlas told me he was my brother too. How do I know? If you really are Ashley, explain why you didn't tell me you were alive all of these years.
Forgive me. It was necessary if I was to catch the man who killed our parents. But I've had these wolf chimeras watching over you through it all.
They were guarding me?
And now, you can come back home with me to Creta.
Not a chance! Creta is not my homeland! The valley's my true home, and it always will be!
How could you have forgotten the way they treated us? They called our parents traitors. There's no future for this valley, Julia.
Yes, there is! We're building one right now! Don't you see?
You're wasting your time. We're sending in the military and burying the valley.
Bury the valley? Do you know what you're saying?
I know perfectly well. I'm claiming the Holy Land. Come, Julia, we can do it together, creating more stars as brother and sister.
I'm sorry to tell you that's not an option.
Ed! Colonel Mustang!
Well, well. An Amestrian officer has come calling.
Unfortunately for you, the ruins of Milos have been destroyed.
You've been busy, haven't you? No matter. I've memorized the transmutation circle for the star. All I have to do is rebuild it.
What are you planning to do with the star? Why do you want it?
I'll use it to open the doorway of truth. And then I will establish a new order. A world nobody has ever seen before. It will be
This
my
guy's power
ultimate
hungry.
achievement. Truth is the only thing worth striving for, and I shall master it. Now, Julia, don't you want to join me?
Shut up already!
FMA teaches us
you
that
become some kind of god now? You swallowed the star.
the god of a new world. But FMA teaches us that like everyone's power hungry, man. Terrified face, pissed face, super pissed face.
Return has consumed your soul. It's time for you to wake up!
That's rich coming from someone who violated the taboo.
The wall's breaking! I won't let it bury the valley! Quick, please help me! We have to stop it!
Let's do it!
I don't think so!
What are you doing? Do you want your sister dead?
What's happening? The lava! It's reaching water's edge! It's moving too fast!
Oh no!
Wait, it's not safe!
That's kind of depressing.
Ashley, please don't do it!
Stay out of this!
I don't understand why you care so much about this valley. It's a barren wasteland that has caused us nothing but pain. Leave this place behind.
I won't go. Despite everything that's happened here, this valley is still full of life and love. The only barren wasteland I see here is what's left of your soul. Now get out of my way!
You have the star's power. Of all people, I thought surely you would understand. But you're just another ignorant valley dweller.
Oh no!
Hold on!
Damn, dude. The power of the Philosopher's Stone.
I have to help this, Ashley!
Get back!
Ow!
If you don't understand what your own brother is striving for, Julia, then you can die along with your precious valley!
Don't you see, Ashley? You're the fool here!
You best!
How can a monster like you be Julia's brother?
Ow! Hurry and plug the hole the lava's coming from, or we'll lose the valley!
Okay. I need your power now!
Interesting.
You'd sacrifice countless lives in your quest for the truth! How can you delude yourself into thinking that's right?
Spare me! Look at the actions of
Come
your
on,
own
Colonel
country.
Mustang.
You perpetrate senseless slaughter and call it justice. I see no reason to accept a world that allows such atrocity. I will use my power to purge it once and for all!
You're only looking for an escape because you can't handle this reality! You say you want to make a new world, but you can't use truth as a tool to destroy what's real!
You know nothing, fool!
Yo, dude, she's OP.
Ow! I'm alright!
If it really is a new world you're after, you won't find it beyond the doorway of truth. It begins here, with the ground under your feet!
You fool! You can't possibly understand the unbearable pain I've had to live with!
Dude, way too OP.
It's no use, I can't get it all!
I'm trying!
Nothing is going to stop me! There will be a new world!
That's far enough, Ashley!
Don't you want to fight as our parents did? Protecting the secret of the Holy Land?
It wasn't the Holy Land they were protecting! It was the people!
Is she okay?
No, much longer and they're both gonna die.
He's too powerful! I can't hold on for long! Please work! Please!
Man, who knew using the power of earrings you could destroy your enemy. Damn, dude. That's gonna hurt. Top 10 anime sad moments. Yo, dude. He's burned alive.
The lava! This isn't working. We have to fight it from the other side.
The other side?
Right?
I don't see another way.
I think I'm getting the wrong picture here, guys. It's like a big piece of poop coming up. If you guys thought anything else, you're perverted.
Incredible! What happened? What is that?
Mommy,
It's all right. Has the lava been stopped? We did it.
It finally stopped.
I won't just let you die!
madness!
You can't! No, don't do it! You have to stop!
Stop this! Get off me! He can't die! Please! He's my brother!
Something stopped the lava flow! It's an invasion, sir! The Melosians have infiltrated the base! What? We've got the enemy knocked off balance! Keep moving!
Sir, the insurgents have breached the central gate!
Where is Colonel Herschel? There's been no answer, sir! They're retaking their damn Holy Land! Everybody, evacuate now!
Stop the march, Julie!
What the hell, dude? There you go.
Julia! What now?
Hey, Julia!
We have to bind up her wound.
This might be a bit rough, but it'll have to do for now.
Come on, open your eyes. I know you can do it. You can survive this. You have to live. For the Melosian people. For the valley. Is she...
Al, look. The bleeding stopped.
Ed! Al!
Winry!
Are you okay?
Yeah, the work you did made a big difference. I need to make
I like how compared to them, like her clothing is clean and all that good stuff, but like them, like, come on, look at Al, man. Mud, blood from other people, holes everywhere.
sure and thank old man Gone too.
I think we should let the Valley people take it from here.
I proclaim the establishment of the free nation of Milos! Today, my fellow citizens! Today we have finally won our independence!
Good stuff, good stuff. And he's back to normal. Well, physically, maybe not mentally. Now, what are you gonna say to your sister after trying to kill her? That's the real question.
Julia.
Fix it for her, man. Do it for her. Yo, did he abandon her? Not cool, man. No, but yeah, I was about to. I was literally gonna say that.
You've been out a while.
Vatanen.
The Crichton military has withdrawn for now, but I imagine they'll be back again before long. The Amestrians are bringing in their own reinforcements. I heard about what happened to Miranda. It was a great loss. I'm sorry. She's gone, but you finished when she started. Maybe you know, but Ashley left.
Yeah, I assumed.
That big guy in the armor suit gave those earrings to us before he left.
Al? Really?
He said they were something important to you. It seems one's missing. I thought it was a pair of them he left us with.
No, don't worry about it. That's how it's supposed to be. I only need one. Vatanen.
Sentimental
There's
value.
so many things we need to do. This is only the beginning. The real work starts now.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, she's in crutches.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. We made one hell of a bridge.
We sure did. I'm just glad the valley is safe. And I hope that Julia's wish comes true.
Yeah, I have a feeling it will. Knowing her, she won't
And she called it the
stop till it
Elric
does.
Bridge. Yo, where'd she come from exactly? Like, look at the background. You're gonna wonder where she came from.
You shouldn't be up and walking around on that leg so soon, you know.
I had to thank you before you left.
Nah, just seeing you better is thanks enough.
I could never thank you enough. If it hadn't been for the two of you, the valley would be buried in lava right now.
So you know, I still disapprove of what you did, even though it worked out.
Brother!
It's not always easy to know right from wrong, but we're gonna continue following the path that we believe is right. And if we're lucky, someday we'll find the answers we need. If that happens, we'll come back here and tell you what we found. Anyway, what you did was wrong, but you're not so bad. Pretty awesome, really.
Thank you, Ed.
See you then. Alright, you catch up later.
Ed, you're a genius.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You've got a fine older brother.
Huh?
Oh, damn, dude. He just got, like, denied. She probably has, like, a crush on him. And then you'll see, like, when we come from, like, the top of this, like, bridge thing over here and, like, going karate chop her face or something like
And
that.
he's got a fine younger one.
You know, you look really different now.
Huh? What, the leg? I'll get used to it.
Oh, no, it isn't that.
Huh?
What I mean is, you look really pretty.
Wow. Top 10 anime, embarrassing moments.
Thank you, Al. I understand something now that I didn't before.
Huh?
All this time, I thought I was searching for power just so I could do something to help the valley, to help these people. But in the end, I think what I was doing was desperately clinging to the memory of my parents and their love, hoping that restoring the Holy Land would bring them back to me somehow. I finally realized it after losing so much. But from now on, I know
Okay,
what
there's
I'm
6 minutes
fighting
left.
for.
And there's
This place
the
and
crits in the end, I think.
I don't regret what I've done, but there's
2 in
still
the
much
morning.
to accomplish. I'm staying here with them to help build a future.
After all was said and done, it sounds like your wish did come true.
Maybe you're right about that.
I'm going to do whatever I have to find what I'm looking for. Once I do, I'll come back to see you.
Right. I'll be waiting.
They sure sent in a lot of troops.
They are preparing for war, after all.
They'll be facing insurgents in Crichton territory, and Amestris is partially to blame for what happened over the past few days. Things could have been handled better. A messy situation, however you look at it.
You think we should wait and see how Kratos responds?
We don't have a choice. Tell me something, FullMetal. That girl didn't actually perform human transmutation, did she?
That's right, he wasn't completely dead yet. She used what she could. The faint embers of life that her brother still clung to, the power of the Sanguine Star, and in the end, her own body as well.
That makes sense. You cannot bring someone back once they've been lost. We need that one certainty. Without it, how could we know the meaning and value of human life?
Oh, look! We're leaving the valley behind.
Bye-bye, Valley. The trip was certainly nice. Is this the end? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I guess I might as well minimize this. Yeah, so this is the end of Star Milos movie. Not that bad of a movie, I'm not gonna lie. If I were to compare it to the other movie, of course, I think the other movie might be slightly better. I know I'm showing a bit of favoritism here, but I mean, it's been a while since I watched the other movie. Quite a while, I think like a year-ish, something like that. But yeah, this movie was pretty interesting. In terms of rating it out of 10, I think I'd give it like... I feel like giving an 8 would be a bit too much. I'd say like 7.5. I think that's even a bit high because you know, other than the awesome action scenes and like the fighting and the effects, everything else did feel sort of dull. The story, the pacing on things. I mean, I know it's a movie, but I mean, what do you want? I mean, they're doing a movie on the series, right? And it starts like this has its own plot completely different from the show, right? The other movie kind of continues. So I'm trying to think here of how I'm gonna word it. But anyways, nonetheless, pacing fell a bit off. The storytelling at some points I found it was not necessarily unnecessary, but sort of. Like, some parts were important, but some weren't. They could have cut some of that out, or put some more interesting and more maybe flashier dialogue. But I mean, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I literally have to think about this for a good while to be able to do like something that's very like pinpoint accurate of like all my thoughts on this movie. But oh, this is the same group that made that second FME intro, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I can't think of anything right now because like I feel I'm just gonna be repeating the same points. And then, yeah, I can't think of anything else I'd say off the top of my head. There's like lots of things I'd say like feel slightly off in the movie, but I can't really pinpoint what it is. I have to think about it. Maybe this could call for a separate video for like a complete review of the movie, but yeah. Of course, I'm not saying it's bad. It's okay. It's watchable. It's good. But I don't think it really compares to anything else FMA related. You know, it doesn't compare to 2003 version. It doesn't compare to Brotherhood. Not even the Conqueror of Shambhala or whatever movie, and the OVAs. I don't think it compares to any of that. But it's still okay. Yeah. So there was some information they gave us in the movie that was good. Some information that was sort of useless. You know, characters in general. Somewhere were. Yeah, I'd have to make a video about it because trying to think all this at the top of my head, like, whatever, it won't work. I'll just make a separate video. But yeah, so for my final review or my final rating for this movie per se is going to be 7.4. Like I said before, you know, one thing about FullMetal Alchemist is that they have, and this is different because it's a movie, so it's a lot harder to pull off. But they were able to pull it off well in the other movie because it was a continuation of the 2003 series. Compared to this, it's taking place in a completely different country, city, whatever, and like everything's different practically. Like one of the things that the show was good at was like pulling you in with dialogue, backstory, and the pacing, and everything was well done to keep on luring you in. You know, like spoilers for anyone that hasn't watched Brotherhood or 2003. You know, when we figure out the whole transmutation circle doing all of Amestrius, when we figure out like you know, the whole homunculus, and like, you know, the show, even in the small unimportant episodes, they still had ways of luring you in with the dialogue and the backstories, and like even the internal monologue or whatever that the characters, or not internal monologue, but like with the narrative, they made things interesting. But in this movie, I felt a lot of that stuff was lacking. Like when I was watching, you could tell that my face was pretty like, okay, we're watching the movie, but there's nothing interesting. You know, compare this to my Haikyuu reactions where I'm going like ballsy, like crazy screaming because of like awesome action. I mean, like in this, there were some moments that were good. Obviously, the high climax points, the combat scenes, you know, the big things here and there. But all the low points, you know, the series in general normally does a good job of like heightening those, like taking it to the next level. And even the low points, they still make it interesting. Of course, it would be unfair comparing the art, but the art itself normally they'll make it so it still draws you in. So even if there's nothing big happening story-wise, on the screen there's still quite a bit going on. But we're not. I feel that'd be a bit unfair of a comparison, considering, you know, Brotherhood was made later in the 2003. You know, it's a series that's established. You know, there's a lot of other stuff happening before and after. It's a lot longer than the movie. But yeah, I'd say there's a lot lacking in terms of good points for the movie. Let's see. Action. It gives us a bit more story into the world of FullMetal Alchemist. You know, we're more familiar with the geographical locations, the geography, so to speak. More about the history of other places and other characters and the situations that go on. And you know, this obviously involves everyone from the show, so that's good. So more or less, you know, we're learning more about the series and just everything in general. So that's pretty good. Any other good points I can think of? Animation wasn't too bad, not gonna lie. I don't know what year this was made in, of course, so I can't say anything about like the animation, but it's not too bad. But you know, people with super oval rectangular faces was pretty funny to watch. And yeah, I think this is gonna be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Peace.